Hi everyone, welcome. Give everyone a few minutes to pop on. Hello, hello, hello. Also work on sharing the video so that it gets to everybody. So as you're coming on, please say hello to me. If you're watching the replay, hi, welcome. You can still participate, throw down comments, hashtag replay, whatever makes you happy. So hello. And tonight we're talking about empowering your life with affirmations. I know it's been a little bit since I've been on, so I don't know, maybe 5 weeks now. Sorry. I had a lot going on in my personal life, but all is well. That's one of my affirmations I'm going to tell you about tonight. So hi, Deanna. How are you? How's North Carolina? Are you in a warm part or are you in a more chilly atmosphere like we are here in Ohio? So a little bit of vamping before we get going. Give more people very warm. Well, I'm jealous. I think it might have hit 40 here today. At least most of the snow and ice are gone, so that's a good thing. We are coming into spring. Tomorrow is March 1st, my birthday. So we are gonna have 50 degrees. That's what I always intend. I want 50 degrees. I don't know if we'll get sun, but I'm hoping. Hi, Brian. Thanks. So, Brian, what's the weather like in Missouri right now? Miss Ohio yet? It is wild with this weather. We're getting into the season where it's going to go up and down and up and down and up and down until it finally like calms down a little bit. So anyway, we have a full moon. No, just kidding. A new moon. Hi, Brandy. On Wednesday. So the March 2nd. And it is in the sign of Pisces because we're in the sun side of Pisces. And when there's a new moon, the sun and the moon and the earth all line up and we're in the sun and the moon are in the same star sign. That's why we don't see the moon, is because it's in between earth and sun, so we can't see its reflection. And it's in the sign of Pisces because we're in Pisces season right now. So this is going to be new moons are always wonderful for manifesting. So as you are setting your intentions, planting your seeds, today, tomorrow, just finish releasing anything that's not serving you, any blocks, any fear, because really everything just boils down to love or fear, right? So if you have any kind of fear around whatever it is you're going to be manifesting, then I see you. Then get all that out. You can do another burn or other kind of release, whatever the release ceremony is for you that makes you happy. And you can have a blank slate, clean, fresh soil to plant your seeds in. So I would love for it to be 70 something here soon. I know, but can we please? Anyway, there's an air about Pisces that is very mystical and dreamy and beautiful and wonderful and all that good stuff. So as you're setting your intentions, dream really big. Pisces, I ought to know, are really, really great at daydreaming and dreaming big and dreaming without limitation. So that's what you should probably be doing right now. As you're setting your manifestations and your intentions and planting your seeds under this new moon, dream big. And don't let your ego, tell your ego to sit in the corner and shut its mouth and be quiet while you dream the biggest dream you possibly can. What would you do if you knew You could not fail. What would you do if money was no object? If you won the lottery and you had bazillion dollars, what would you do? Manifest that. Sit and feel into that. Feel into it with your heart chakra, because that's joy and happiness and what makes your heart sing, and your heart's directly connected to your soul, right? And then your solar plexus, you are worthy of that dream. And your sacral, which is your pleasure center, that you enjoy what it is that you're trying to manifest. All the good stuff, because you deserve it. You do. So as you're dreaming really big around this new moon, don't let anything hold you back. Don't let fear, your ego say, oh, you can't have that. You can't do that. There's not enough to go around. Shh. Yes, there is. Release all that today and tomorrow. Like, go ahead, ego. Say whatever it is you're going to say and let it go. You can burn it. You can blow it into the ether. You can imagine putting it in a balloon and letting it go. Whatever makes you happy. And then dream really big. There's a school of thought around writing it down, and the power that there is between actually physically writing out, whether it's in a journal or just a blank piece of paper, whatever makes you happy. Date it 3/2/22. My biggest wish, my biggest goal, my biggest whatever. You can even use the word fantasy. Whatever it is that your imagination is allowing you to just run free. What would you do if you could bring anything into existence? Do that. Dare to dream really big under this. This is the new moon of the entire year to do it. Pisces. Mystical, magical, psychic, intuitive. Your dreams might be really heightened right now, because as a Pisces sun, I can tell you my dreams are always crazy, right? My dreams are insane. And it's rare that I get a dreamless night, or at least a night where I don't remember, which is fine. Write down your dreams. Even if you've never done it before, or you're somebody who's like, I don't really dream. You can intend, you can ask your guides, hey, I would like to remember. You could even say key concepts. So it was daylight. It was nighttime. I was at the beach. I was in a house. I was at school. I was in the woods. I was on a boat. Whatever it is, just write down whatever it is that you, even if it's 3 things that you can remember each night, and start looking for patterns. And as you open yourself up, you might start to remember more. And dreams can be very telling, not just in the scientific, revealing your subconscious kind of way, but in helping your soul to come through and your higher self. When the body's asleep, so is the ego. So that's when spirit can talk to us and guide us and help us to navigate this human experience that we have. So it's a really great time to open up that extra sense, if you will. Open up your third eye. Oh, and this new moon conjuncts, which means it makes a really happy harmony, to Jupiter. So Jupiter is it's our biggest one here in the galaxy, right? Big, huge, expansive Jupiter. Jupiter is also the planet of luck, fortune, and abundance. Just saying. So back to the topic tonight, empowering your life with affirmations. This is something that just came to me, and you know how it goes. If it just comes to me, there's a reason. Everybody's like, oh, can we talk about this right now? So I just thought this was a really great time to talk about affirmations. Affirmations, so it's kind of a big thing. I'm sure that you have all seen. I talk about setting affirmations, saying affirmations. I tell my clients the affirmations that come through in their Reiki sessions or in their tarot sessions. It's something that you can use. There, just like the positivity, there's toxic positivity. There's a branch of that that's toxic affirmations. If you didn't watch my Fake It Till You Make It and why it's wrong, why I hate that saying and it makes me cringe, go watch that video after we're done tonight. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about saying an affirmation that you don't believe so that you can start to believe it. There's a difference, and I'll explain it here in a little bit. You have to have an air of authenticity. I mean, authenticity is my brand. What you see is what you get. Maybe just, with some extra makeup and hair done. But otherwise, this is me. This is my personality. This is who I am. So when you have an affirmation, hi, Sarah, how are you? When you have the affirmations in your mind, make sure that they feel right. Because if you're not being authentic with yourself, what's the point? They're not going to work. They're just not. If you don't believe them, they're not going to work. You have to believe them before. If there's an affirmation that you want to start, absolutely. If you feel called to do that, then you should. But if you're not going to stick with it, if you don't start to believe it before you start to incorporate the affirmation into your daily practice, it's not going to work. It's just saying words. You might as well say black, white, red, yellow, right? So you have to believe it first. Affirmations are creating an emotional support system for yourself. It's an encouragement. It's self-encouragement. It's self-fulfilling as well. That whole self-fulfilling prophecy. What you start to use as an affirmation, as a mantra, whatever you want to call it, you're going to start seeing it. It's that whole biology of belief thing. When you start to believe it, it's going to manifest in your life. Something that I am asked often is using affirmations with kids. Absolutely. Kids can do anything that's spiritual, right? They're human, they're just smaller. So kids can use affirmations. Again, I'm going to caution with authenticity. So as you are teaching your kids an affirmation, maybe you notice that your kids are nervous or afraid before they go to school in the morning or when they get on the bus. Now, there's a lot of things we could tap into past life. Maybe they were in a car accident or carriage, however far you want to go back, chariot races. I've run into that. Highlands. And we're not going to dig into that. But as you're teaching your kids, you're noticing, oh, she's nervous before she goes to school. You can say, I am safe. And ask her, would it be helpful if you just remembered, not told yourself, if you remember that you are safe? Something like that. I love you. You are loved. Whatever it might be. Absolutely. Kids can get in on this. But again, with authenticity. And as we start to wire their brains, as we are rewiring ours, maybe it will help them in the future. So you can and should use them with your kids. Absolutely. This is a form of intention setting. Hi, Carrie. So as you are setting your affirmations, you're also setting your intentions. Talk about that in a minute. And affirmations can also be used in manifesting. So like I was just talking about the new moon here in Pisces, as you're setting your intentions, you can use affirmations of what you want to bring into your life. So again, caveat, make sure that you're standing in your power and being authentic. Authenticity is, to me, I think, imperative for your affirmations and making them stick and making them work for you. Another element is gratitude. So gratitude is, you all know, I always say, is the secret ingredient to manifesting. It's the not so secret ingredient because we all know. It's your reminder that gratitude, starting and ending your day with gratitude, is a habit that I am working on incorporating myself because I just haven't. And it's something that keeps coming up. I'm like, all right, I got you. I hear you. Okay. So starting your day with gratitude, whatever it might be. This can be an affirmation for you. Hi, Randy. As you are waking up in the morning. I hate alarm clocks with a burning passion. Hate them. Like, why can't I just get up when I want to get up? Working on that. But since we can't always honor our body's natural rhythm and we have to get up and do things, get our kids on the bus, go to work, get it to a doctor's appointment, whatever it might be, get to your Reiki session, then, okay, the alarm went off. It can be, thank you for waking me up. It can be, thank you for a new day. It can be, thank you for watching over me, Spirit, as I slept, kept us safe. Thank you for your morning tea, coffee, breakfast, whatever it is. Thank you for a hot shower. Just find something. It doesn't have to be huge, and you don't have to hit the ground running. But as you start to do this, it really will change your life for the better. On the days that I remember to do it, it puts me in a position to, I don't want to say like a better mood, but because that kind of takes away my power, but it helps me to start the day with a better mindset, a clearer mindset. And the universe loves gratitude. So whenever you say thank you for something, they're going to give you more of it. And then at night before you go to bed, thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for the food I ate today. Thank you for the opportunity to visit with a friend. Whatever it is. Thank you for this soft, warm bed. Again, doesn't have to be huge, but starting and ending your day with gratitude, even for things that you might not necessarily be grateful for. Thank you for the lessons that I learned today, will help immensely. Some examples of affirmations. Some of them, I encourage you to make I am statements. So when you say I am, it takes in your power. It helps you to believe it. Remember what I said earlier, if you're just going to say an affirmation that you don't believe, it's not going to work. So I am will help you discern also authenticity. So I am love. I am loved. I am loving. However you want to conjugate that verb. I am love. I guess in that case it's a noun. Anyway, so as you are saying that, I am love, reminds you that you are a powerful spirit. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You can go out into the world and shine your light. I am loved reminds you that even if you feel, there was a pastor, gosh, probably more than 10 years ago now, who she didn't end her tenure at the church with such great accolades, but when she was there, there were some things that she said, and she would always end her sermons with basically go forth and love people, because even, try to remember exactly how she said it, but it was something to the effect of, even those who believe they have no one to love them. And I think we've all been there at some point where we have felt alone. Even if we have people around us, we might not necessarily feel loved. But there's an entire team of spirit that loves you. So remembering I am loved. And I felt my heart chakra just relax. Not necessarily open, but just relax. It's beautiful. I am worthy. Again, taking back your power. I am smart. I am capable. I am okay. I am well. I am healthy. I am supported. I am safe. I am protected. I am hope. I am hopeful. I am light. Some sort of I am statement that feels right for you. You can use any one of those that you, or all that you want, or something else, fill in the blank. I am strong. Say that before a workout. All is well. I said that earlier. That's one of my favorites. All is well. It is well with my soul. I like all is well. It's 3 simple words. All is well. And my son had a really hard time at school a couple of weeks ago, to the point that we got a phone call of, hey, he's struggling. Let's talk about this. And he was just at a point of overwhelm. He'll be 15 in a couple of weeks, so he's got pressure. A lot of it's self-imposed. Some of it was Neil and I getting checked about how, his father and I, about how we were unwittingly putting some pressure on our kid. Like, okay, we need to back up and remember that word choice is important, and make sure that we weren't putting too much pressure on our poor, beautiful child. And I said, honey, one of the affirmations that I love when I get overwhelmed is all is well. And he's like, I like that. It's 3 simple words. And if it can work with an almost 15-year-old, I bet it can work with you. If it feels right. Another one, especially when you're manifesting, is everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for my highest and greatest good. Everything in divine timing. It's not giving away your power by saying that all things in divine timing. It's reminding yourself, hi, Lacey, how are you? So you can take your power. You're just surrendering control. To me, that's what it is. When you remind yourself, all things in divine timing, everything is working according to divine plan, you are surrendering control. You're not giving away your power, you're surrendering control. Does that make sense? Yeah. Clear on the difference? When you're doing your affirmations, you're standing in your power. You're taking back your power. I am worthy. I am loved. I am smart. You're counteracting the negative thoughts that may or may not be your own. You might be here, whenever a negative thought, and I've been taught this by numerous teachers, famous and not so much, but it's not a new concept. So I am passing along this information to all of you beautiful souls, that whenever you hear or think something negative about yourself, whose voice is that? Is it yours? Trace it back. Was it a parent? Was it a teacher? Was it another adult in your life? Because I'm sure you're going to go back to childhood and that's where you heard it. Was it a boss somewhere that said it? Did you try out for a team and not make it? Were you hazed, pledging a team or a sorority or a fraternity or something? It's not a thing anymore, really, but it used to be. So depending on how old you are, what your experience was, it's possible. Trace it back. Are those your words? I guarantee it's not spirit, and it's not your higher self and your soul. It's not you. It's somebody else who came in and said, you're not good enough. You are not enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not handsome enough. You're not rich enough. You're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. Whatever it is. There's something, there's a block, and you're removing it. So anytime that you hear those words, ask yourself, where did that come from? So what you're doing with your affirmation is you're countering that negative thought. So now I'm digging a little bit into psychology and getting a little science nerdy on you, but it's true. This works. As you're rewiring your brain and you're rewriting those negative thought patterns, you're thinking about what it is that you're wanting to change. So whenever you heard, you're not smart enough, I am smart. Eliminate enough. Eliminate that. I had a teacher that told me that. Eliminate enough. I am enough. If that's where you need to start, Great, start there. I am enough. But then work on rewriting the enough part, because that's kind of limiting. It's making yourself small. And your soul is expansive. It's immortal. Whoa, that's really cool. That's huge, right? So as you are rewriting, work on eliminating the enough. I am smart. I am pretty. I am loved. I am worthy. Just stop. Cut off enough. But like I said, if that's where you need to start, start there. Start small. And then work your way to, you'll know, your soul will know, I can take that off. You might just find yourself doing it. All of a sudden your affirmation changes, your mantra changes. Oh, okay. I guess I'm ready to let that go. Kudos. You can do these. So like I said, the habit. So as we know, habits take 21 consistent days to start a new habit. So you can use reminders like sticky notes. I love sticky notes. You can do dry erase on your mirror, lipstick on your mirror. I don't care. Go pick up a cheap tube of like Wet n Wild or whatever it is these days over at CVS or Target or wherever. Just get it bright red or whatever color, purple, whatever color speaks to you, and write on your mirror. Put it in your calendar, put it in your phone, set an alarm. I am worthy. Every day at 7 a.m. I am worthy. My mantra app that you guys will see me post to Instagram and here on Facebook, every so often, then you will see it'll have the little mantra symbol. So download that app. It's free. Or it might be $10 for a lifetime or something like that to unlock it. Whatever it is. I'm pretty sure there's a free version. And you can you can select what kind of affirmations you like, what you don't want. You can choose the background. You can choose music or sound or not. You can do videos. It's pretty cool. So every day at 7 a.m. it gives me a little dink. And I go in, and because to me that little badge is like a strobe and it makes me crazy and I have to get rid of it. So I can't ignore it. So when I go in and I see my affirmation for the day, you can like them, you know, and of course this isn't, I'm getting nothing, but hey mantra, if you want to give me something for this, but I just like the app. There's a beautiful affirmation every day for you that you can use. You can say, oh yeah, that's a really good reminder. Or you can say, I don't really like the way, because I do this, I don't really like the way that's worded, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I won't post it, but I'll remember it and I'll say it a few times over. 3 is usually the magic number. So you can do that. Set an alarm, set a calendar reminder, however you need to work it. ALEXA. A journal. If you're really good at pulling out your journal every day and just writing your affirmation 3 times, reading it to yourself, putting a new one on every day, like start on Sunday and write 7 new affirmations on each day of the week. And then that day, open up and, oh, my affirmation today is I am love. Whatever it is for you. Chakra alignment. All of your chakras will help you with these affirmations, but just kind of to run it down pretty quickly. And you can come back and watch this. As you all know, these stay on the channel, like it's on YouTube, which it will be later, but it'll stay on the page. So you can come back and watch this. Your crown chakra helps you open up to divine wisdom and guidance. Your third eye is to clearly see the path in front of you. Your throat is to speak your truth. Heart, feeling the affirmation. Your heart's connected to your soul. It's also symbolic of air and breath, the breath of life. Your solar plexus is your power center. Like I said earlier, that's the I am. It's the sun shining. Your sacral is your pleasure center, your emotional center. It's water. And the root chakra is your worthiness. It's the soil. So let's work our way back up. So your root chakra is connected to Mother Earth, and it's your worthiness. So often those of us who have worthiness issues have a weaker root chakra. So that's a bright red chakra. Anytime you're having trouble with a chakra, just wear that color or see that color, write in that color, whatever it is for you. So the root is red, and that's your soil. And as you're planting your seeds of intention, your affirmations, or with this new moon or any new moon, make sure that your soil is nutrient rich and healthy. Your sacral is the water, so make sure that's nice and clear and calm as it waters the root for that soil, for your seed. Solar plexus, so that's the sunshine, shining the nutrients and helping the plant, your seed, to grow. Heart chakra is the air, making sure everything is nice and clean and clear. So you can use those if you're visual like I am, you can use those cues. I also wanted to give you some archangels, ascended masters, spirit. You can use ask your spirit guides, gods and goddesses, whoever it is to help you. So some archangels, Michael. Michael is my go-to. He's the protector. He's powerful. He's wonderful with the throat chakra, affirmations, truth, speaking. He's got the sword of truth. Raphael is healing and green. Gabriel, communication, the messenger. Uriel, crown chakra, so that divine guidance, that light, that epiphany, that aha. So if you're kind of stuck, like, I don't know what to say, ask Uriel for some wonderful ideas. Metatron, Shamuel, any of the archangels are happy to help you. But those are just the ones that came through as I was writing my notes for tonight. On the Ascended Master side, regardless of what religion you are, Master Jesus, to me, is one that I have a very close personal relationship with. Wonderful he was the great teacher. He and Buddha were the great teachers. Just love one another, right? Start with yourself. Mother Mary, compassion, guidance, especially if you're healing your inner child through all of this. Mother Mary is wonderful and compassionate and beautiful for that. Mary Magdalene, as you all know, is my girl. Ooh, I still need to do the Misunderstood series. Yeah, I need to do that. I'll work on that this week. We'll do it next week. Mary Magdalene, to me, she's like a sister. She's a bestie. She reminds me I know the Immaculate Heart of Mary, Mother Mary, but I also know that Mary Magdalene was a teacher for self-love. Megan Watterson, 2 G's, 2 T's, Megan Watterson, she's from Cleveland. She wrote Mary Magdalene Revealed, and did a lot of work around Mary Magdalene. So that is, to me, that's who I would go to if I was going to do some research on Mary Magdalene. So to me, she's connected to the heart. Gods and goddesses. So Lakshmi, again, it doesn't matter what religion you identify with. If you ask for help, they're going to be there. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth and fortune. So if you're looking to bring some of that in. Kuan Yin, compassion. She's like, to me, the Asian Mother Mary. She is wonderful with heart-centered and loving yourself and others. Freya and Isis came through when I was asking about personal power. I'm like, all right, solar plexus. And they both were like, hello, us over here. So Freya being a Norse goddess and Isis being an Egyptian goddess, both of them came through for personal power affirmations, those I am statements. If you want to, I asked the gods to come through and they were like, we're good. So I just think because I work so closely, I have such high divine feminine power and identity, they just don't always come through as much. But right now, Neptune is coming through, and Zeus, of course. I'm going to put him in the misunderstood series because he gets a bad rap for being philandering. So it's not all he was about. But yeah, Neptune's coming through pretty strong as well. Some crystals. Ooh, show and tell. Hold on. Oh, and I have, for anybody who wants a card in a little bit, that's next. Okay, so clear quartz. Hopefully these show up. Clear quartz. How beautiful. This one has an inclusion in it that is just so cool. But clear quartz, master stone. You can do anything with clear quartz. You all know. Magic, if you want to bring some magic into your life, this guy. How beautiful. Oh, I love labradorite. Magic and grounding. It's the Aurora Borealis, came to Earth, so love it. If you're going to work with throat, so here's some lapis. You can see that it's got the gold in there. Inclusions. This is a worry stone. That's why it's indented like that. It's a thumbprint. Or sodalite as well. Nice blue. Citrine, personal power, solar plexus. It's that pretty gold color. Citrine's also great for abundance. This is purple and green and white. This is a fluorite tower. It is incredible. I'm trying to see it. Yeah, it looks like you can see it all. Fluorite is incredibly healing. It's a wonderful healing. I have a few of these, and one of them is on my nightstand. More magic, this merlinite here. This merlinite is extremely special to me. You've all heard me talk about Joy at the Crystal Den, and her brother, Den, when she renamed, after he passed a couple of years ago, she renamed to the her Rockstar Rock Shop to the Crystal Den for him. And before he passed, I did see him just a couple of months prior. And I will never forget, he picked out this stone. He came over, he placed it in my palm and looked me right in the eyes and said, "You need this stone." I'm like, okay, what is it? And he said, it's merlinite. He had strong Merlin energy. So there's someone that you can work with to manifest your magic. And your affirmation can be, I am magic. I am magical. So some merlinite. It's pretty cool. Always rose quartz. Even if you're not working specifically with I am love or I am loved or something to that effect, rose quartz is self-love. And that's where everything starts, is to love yourself. So this beautiful pale pink. I love it. 3 more, sorry. I have one in my lap, I forgot. Oops. Selenite. So it's like clear quartz, but it's milky, it's opaque. So where clear quartz is clear, selenite is milky. And selenite is, it comes in, I'm gonna have selenite all over the place. Like sticks, wands. If you get my Reiki sessions, or if I've blessed and cleansed your home, I have the selenite in the 4 corners. So This is wonderful for crown chakra and connecting to the higher realms. Also great to work with at the moon phases. Selene, selenite. Green aventurine. So you can use green aventurine also in the heart. So pink and green are both heart chakra colors. But this is also great if you're working on manifesting financial stability, abundance, job, whatever it might be. If you're starting out on your own, green aventurine. There's other uses for it too. You can look any of these up on the Google. And then this beautiful geode, it's kind of heart-shaped. Didn't necessarily, I mean, I bought it because I'm like, oh, it looks like a heart, but it's not supposed to be a heart. So it's just cool. And it's a geode, so you can see all of the pretty sparkles. Amethyst is wonderful for pretty much anything, but third eye crown. I keep this particular piece, giant piece, on my nightstand because it helps ward off nightmares. So as crazy as my dreams can be, they are rarely scary. It's thanks to this one. So there you go. There are some crystals you can use to empower your affirmations. There are plenty others, I'm sure. Black tourmaline for protection, always. Any others that you might feel called to. If you're in the Northeast Ohio area, Joy is out in Barberton. If you're not, you can get on her Facebook page. You can message her on her Instagram or her website. She can do like a live or something to help you pick out. She's really good at just intuitively choosing stones. I've gone to her and said, hey, I want to give somebody a stone, or I'm doing a house blessing, or I'm doing a Reiki session. And she's never met this person before. She can just tap into their energy and know what stone or stones that they might use. I've done that with birthday gifts too. Hey, I want to give somebody something for their birthday. What you got? And it's always perfect. So mirror work. Louise Hay, if you've ever heard of Hay House, I've talked about Hay House. A lot of the authors that I talk about are Hay House authors. I swear, Mercury is not even close to being in retrograde, and we are out of the shadow. I can't words tonight. So mirror work, she wrote, I think it was the last book she wrote. It was in 2016, and I think she passed pretty shortly after. The mirror principle is one of Louise's core teachings. I'm just going to read you the blurb from the book. One of Louise's core teachings holds that our experience of life mirrors our relationship with ourselves. So as you have these affirmations, figure out where it is you want to improve your life and start with affirmations around one part of your life that you would like to improve. Unless we see ourselves as lovable, the world can be a dark and lonely place. Mirror work, looking at oneself in a mirror and repeating positive affirmations, is Louise's powerful method for learning and message for learning to love oneself and experience the world as a safe and loving place. Like her successful video course, Loving Yourself, mirror work lays out a 21-day program. So this is specific, and I'm going somewhere with this, so bear with me. 21-day program of teaching and exercises to help readers deepen their relationship with themselves and live a joyous and fulfilling life. It's designed to help readers learn a deeper level of self-love, gain confidence in their own inner guidance system, develop awareness of their soul gifts, overcome resistance to change, boost self-esteem, and cultivate love and compassion in their relationships with self and others. So if that's something that feels right for you, it's something that I've wanted to do for a few years and I just haven't, quite honestly, because it's really hard for me to look in a mirror. I have one mirror in my entire house and it's in the bathroom. That's it. And it's because of necessity. I'm a vampire and I don't like mirrors. So there's that. So my proposal is, and I'm going to post this in the Light Seekers group as well. If anybody wants to start doing this 21-day challenge, I hate to call it a challenge because that's so cliche anymore. This 21-day journey, let's use that word. If anyone wants to do this 21-day journey with me, we can do it in the Light Seekers group. If you're a part of it, if you're not, knock on the door, we'll let you in. We just ask that you knock, or you can send me a message and I can send you the link to it, because it's our way of keeping trolls out. It is a private group, and I want it that way because I want people to feel safe, not because there's anything to hide, but because I get enough spam and trolls on the public page as it is. That group is a safe space. So I want people to feel safe when they're there, whether they're posting or sharing content or whatever it might be. That's why it's private. So if anyone is interested in doing that, we can do it in the Light Seekers group, or we can create our own little page, whatever it is. Let me know if you're interested in doing that. And you can certainly I encourage you to get the book, whether you get a Kindle edition, a physical book, you go to the library, whatever it is. But I will post on behalf because I'm going to get the book. And we can do this together. We can support each other. We can be the accountability buddies. And I do want to say accountability, not because we're forcing you to do anything, but because I know what it's like Weight Watchers. Brandy and I did Weight Watchers together a couple years ago, and we encouraged each other and supported each other, and I know that that's why it worked. So, and as soon as you don't hold each other accountable anymore, you gain it back, or at least some of it. So I know that the accountability piece, and it's also support, not just reminding you to do it, or if you feel like giving up, but if you have a question, or if you feel like you're alone, you're not. You have a group of people, even if there's just 5 of us who want to do it. If we do it in the Light Seekers group, others might join in or be silent partners and benefit from it either way. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in doing. And I am happy to start that. So I've been going on for about 50 minutes. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts? Does anybody want a card? I think I lost some people. I must have been rambling. I'll start with myself. Spending a lot of time with some of my decks recently. Getting to know them, getting reacquainted with some of them, because I definitely have my favorites. But also looking and seeing if there were any that no longer resonated with me. But no, there were only 2 decks out of my 100 and some that I'm like, maybe these need to find a new home. We're not talking to each other very well. Woo. All right, who flew out? Oh, Epona, Wise Leadership. She's horses. Beautiful. I love her Viking hair. And Yuki Onna, Stillness. Oh, she reminds me of a Winter Queen. Beautiful. Let me pull out the guidebook, and maybe there's a couple thoughts. Epona is number 14, which reduces to 5. 5 is number of change. Oh, okay. This is why she came out. Stepping into the world with a sense of surety and positive self-worth is what's called for now. Epona, the Celtic and Roman horse goddess of leadership and guidance, offers you her wisdom. Know that you have what it takes to heed it. You can do anything you place your attention on, and you'll find it easy to accomplish what's needed for your intentions to take form. So there you go, intentions. Whether you're aware of this or not, the way you manage your accomplishments and even the way you handle failure and loss is modeling the way forward for others. There's wisdom growing within you, being true to who you are, authenticity, and placing integrity and humility equal to enthusiasm makes you a wise leader indeed, one that the goddess Epona is proud of. You are safe. So intention setting. 52, 5 and 2 is 7. Oh, opened right up. She's the Japanese goddess of winter. Ah, that's why she reminds me of a winter goddess. Well done, artist. Yuki Onna calls you to a practice of daily meditation and stillness to prepare you for greater productivity and results. Be open and receptive, slowing down and allowing for time to dream. So new moon, right? Dream big. Activates your partnership with the universe so you can truly set your intentions in motion. So more intention setting. So there you go, guys. Lots of guidance around intention setting and making sure that you're empowering your intentions with your affirmations and vice versa. So there you go. Hopefully this, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, was helpful for you in some way. That's always my intention. That's my intention. And that you, oh, Metis Wisdom is on the bottom. Love this deck. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. I say that about all of my decks because, well, it's true. That even one of the affirmations that I said, if you start to incorporate that, or if you start and end your day with gratitude, whatever it is that you choose, just watch how it empowers your life. That's what I talk about the most, is taking back your power, empowering yourself, surrender. There's a difference. Surrender is not giving up. It's not giving in. It's actually quite powerful to let go of control and say, I'm okay no matter what. Standing firm in your power. So if there is nothing else tonight, I will end it there. Feel free, as always, to share the video, to message me, to ask questions, comment, even if you're watching the replay. And I will work on, if you're interested in doing the 21-day mirror work with me, we can start that soon. Just let me know. Comments, message me. I'll post it in the group and see, just in case people weren't able to come on tonight, kind of get a barometer, check in, see what's going on with people. And then I will also work on the misunderstood. Gods, goddesses, predominantly, some ascended masters. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I hope you all have a lovely evening and a wonderful week. Happy new moon. Set those intentions. Dream super big. Tell your ego to sit in the corner and shush and release fear. Just go big with those dreams. Set those intentions. You're allowed. You're allowed to do it, especially in Pisces season. We're really, really good at daydreaming really big. So I hope that you all have a lovely evening, and I will see you next week. Take care.